Surprise, motherfuckers! Hello, everybody, and welcome to uh, the Angry Owl Sessions. My God, I forget about that name every time I think about it, which maybe is a sign that I should change it, but I like it. The Angry Owl Sessions. I actually made that thinking of a girl that I don't know, that I have never seen the face of, and yet I actually went up and got myself a little crush with her. Well, actually with her drawings, but anyway, she also represents herself with a different bird, and I thought that if I was a bird, which is kind of funny because I like dogs, but if I was a bird, I would be an owl, an angry owl, and that, in fact. But yeah, it's actually kind of funny. Uh, I have been putting off making these videos for a very, very long time, and well, I haven't actually been putting off. I have actually tried a lot, but the problem actually always came down to the microphone. I bought this really expensive um, gaming computer which had a crappy microphone. My past computer also had a crappy microphone. I had this somewhat expensive phone. Let me do that once again. This phone really angers me. I have a somewhat expensive phone, and I thought I would come with an actual decent camera, but in the end, it all came down that I was actually trying to save money to not waste, well, actually spend the correct amount of money in a microphone. Well, actually, the computer I bought it because I actually wanted the computer. And I needed it, and it has really sweet speakers, which laptops don't often have, or at least in my country they don't have it. But yeah, and turns out that all I had to do in order to get myself a decent microphone was just put on these little suckers. I have been using these for almost a year. I love music a lot. I love to watch anime a lot, and in anime you have really amazing soundtracks that I like to enjoy with earphones. And turns out these expensive motherfuckers had a really expensive microphone that actually put all the other microphones I own from my phone, from my computer, from my other computer, and the other microphones I bought. They put those into humiliation. So yeah, that's all I needed. Fucking microphone for my fucking earphones. I'm a fucking idiot. That's what. Anyways, right now I love something happened in America. I don't know why. I think they chose a different mascot for Nestle. I don't know. Anyways, I don't know what to think about. I hate Trump just as much as I hate the next guy. As I hate Trump just as much as the next guy hates him. But it's so weird because it's like, why Biden? Why did it have to be between two bad choices? Like, I get it. It was important to get rid of Trump. Trump stood for a lot of bad stuff. I wouldn't support him, and in the end, he had to go. There was no other choice. Why Biden? I mean, why did it have to be Biden, the other contender? Why couldn't it have been Bernie again? Even Clinton, even Hillary will have been better, in my opinion. I really hate to get political. I'm really trying not to, but it's like one of the things that I'm good at complaining at. Um, but it's so weird. I, I get it. I guess there were a lot of people that were making a lot of appropriate society behavior, yeah, on the street. For example, people that spit on other people that say really dumb stuff like "go back to your country" or "go back to your home" or something like that. I don't know. And in the end, yeah, Trump had to go. It's a really tough break for Mexico because we have to start over relationship with the United States from zero and find out what the read on Biden personality is. In the end, he had to go. There's no other way. I do find suspicious that from all places, Twitter and Facebook will come out their way to actually censor Trump's tweet. Like I said, I hate Trump. I do not like him. But I find out how they went out to censor his tweets. Like, I was pretty positive that Twitter and Facebook were pretty much homeland to the bullshit. Trump has been bullshitting population for many years, since way before the election. And suddenly, when he goes out and bullshit the election, suddenly they come out their way to censor that because they was lies. Like, since when do they care about bullshit? Since when do Facebook or Twitter care about bullshit? And on top of that, since when do they care about the bullshit that Trump has put over the years? So weird. Maybe in this case, in his rampage of bullshit that Trump has been saying, maybe in this case there's actually a little bit truth behind them. Maybe the electoral college, or I don't know how you American people call it. Maybe the elections are a big fraud. I don't know. Maybe Biden didn't actually won just the same as Trump didn't actually won back then, just the same as Obama didn't actually won just the same. And it sounds logical, to be honest. Like, maybe counting. I mean, we're just humans in the end, and counting every single vote of every single person it actually sounds kind of weird and far-fetched. It was until actually they made these little computers, but maybe they even take advantage of that. Even I don't know. It really doesn't matter. The truth is, like I said, at least in my opinion, America was stuck between two bad choices, and I'm really afraid that Biden might not have been the worst of them all. In the end, I don't know. Like I said, Trump had to go. There was no other choice. He had to go. He stood for a lot of bad stuff. Trump stood for the bad side of history. I just hope that now with Biden, you didn't actually got yourself another one of those guys that love to bomb and invade other countries to keep basically to keep other countries without from actually developing themselves, which in reality that has been one of USA's, let's call it, favorite actions, to actually endorse crime on other countries as long as they keep theirs low, actually invade other countries to get their oil and enhance their own economy. But it's not like one of those conspiracies that say like that's just the American government or anything. No, it's the businesses. And most of the time, whenever something bad happens, there's usually a business or a corporation behind it. The government doesn't go that far to involve themselves with their own country. That's not their job. But yeah, it's kind of funny how I don't know between these two bad choices which will I have chosen. Why? I mean, and it's not like I have anything in against Biden, but at least I have not seen anything good, and I have seen a lot of bad stuff. I guess it's the same with Trump, to be honest. Um, Hillary was the same. Bernie, however, that's why it's so weird. Why couldn't it have been Bernie? He was actually a good choice. I would have voted for him. It's not like it was my place. Like I said, I'm not American. It's not my place to vote, but I would have voted for that guy or for Bernie or for anyone that may put me into question why I'm a sexist fucker, because I wouldn't have voted for Hillary. I just want to point out that I don't care. I don't care if the fact that she was a woman. I care the fact that Bill Clinton wasn't actually good to other countries. Uh, so I guess I was oh yeah. I guess, I mean, to be honest, I would have voted. You remember that one girl? What was her name? Cortez Ocasio. Ocasio. Yes, is that right? Yes. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Yes, I would have voted for her much more than I would have voted for Bernie, and I would have voted for Bernie much more than I would have voted for Hillary, and I would have voted for Hillary much more than I would have voted for Biden. And yet, like I said, for personal reasons, I hate Trump. I think I would have voted for Trump more than I would have voted for Biden. I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of glad that it was not my place to vote, that it was not my responsibility. Here we have our own bullshit to deal with. Yeah, kind of glad that I don't have to deal with the USA's as well. But it's so weird because in the end, all the other countries, or most likely the third world countries, are pretty much tied to USA's actions. I mean, if people from USA, if USA soldiers wanted to come to Mexico and spit in our face, there's pretty much nothing we could do about it. They will be completely able to, because the previous governments we've had here in Mexico basically left us pretty really weak. We're barely getting out from the big hit that we took in those past governments. Anyways, I just wanted to leave my thoughts out there. Oh yeah, the point that I want to make with this video, keep forgetting about stuff, is that now that Biden is a president, I don't want you to change it. I mean, nobody takes off a president of his chair. The people that try to, or pretend that they're actually working to that objective, it's just basically just a marketing scam or anything. It's just image. It's just image. Uh, to what's it called? It's basically just trying to make it pretty. They're just trying to make themselves pretty, to make themselves like they're actually working towards a goal, and in the end, it's just like a marketing scam. But yeah, I just want to point out that now that Biden is the president, I want to remind any Americans that might actually whose heart might be in the right place, to actually don't let him run wild. Okay, be careful with that guy. Now that he's your president, I'm betting he will be very nice to a lot of Americans, to all of his Americans. I'm betting he will be nice to them. He sounds like such a great choice to you. But I want you to keep him in check, because he sounds like such a bad choice to Mexico, to all the other countries, and I know very well aware of all the bad stuff that Trump did. Still doesn't turn Biden into an angel, so you need to keep him in check. Careful who you keep electing, because the officials you keep electing are the ones that basically put in that basically give the. Oh god, I swear I'm not that bad in English. The officials you elect are the ones that elect the people who run for president. And in this occasion, I'm not sure they actually chose well. So be careful with every single official you choose, because you're pretty much like you say that you are the free world, then actually have something to show for it, right? Because who knows, this day in 1 year, Biden could pretty much break the entire diplomacy with other countries, I mean, especially with those third world countries. Suddenly, one day tomorrow, you might be hearing, "Oh my God, there is a lot of criminals rampaging in Mexico. We need to bring our troops over there." And you're saying like, "Hey, we're helping Mexico. We're doing a lot of good stuff." And in truth, you're actually screwing us over by sending here your troops. They're actually just coming here to overthrow us, or take our stuff, or steal from us, etc., etc., which has happened before, and you should pretty much know about it. Anyways, that's it for this video. These were the Angry Owl sessions. My name was the Grumpy Taffer. Not sure which of these I should keep. I'm thinking of keeping them both. These both stick. But anyways, my name was the Grumpy Taffer. These were the Angry Owl sessions. And if you didn't like this video, you can leave a dislike. Of course, if you leave a dislike, I just want to point out that you're a scumbag. See you there. Put your finger out there. Slowly. Right? Now drag it to the like button. Now share. I'm watching you. Bye, everybody.